Welcome to the Mind is Psychic, where we talk music, addiction, comedy, culture. If you like this content, please leave feedback and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Do you ever wake up in the morning feeling dread, feeling sad? Like, why am I on this earth? I think we all do at times. And then it carries over into breakfast, on the way to work, while you're driving or taking the bus or walking or whatever transportation you have. Then you get to work. You continue this glum, cloudy, sad, feeling like shit attitude. And you want to feel bad for yourself. Like everything this morning is just going down the crapper, But you can't figure out why you're feeling like that. And folks, that's why I want to discuss pity parties. Many right now are listening to this. Okay, one or two of you, let's be honest. And thinking, why is he talking about pity parties? And what is he actually going to say? The first thing, I'm going to give you a definition of what a pity party is. An occasion when someone feels very sad because they think they are unlucky or have been treated unfairly by other people. This definition, of course, comes from dictionary.cambridge.org, because all the sources I like to use are from .org organizations or other reputable sources. No one needs to actually know where I got a definition from. Come on. We know what a pity party is, especially as adults. We have them every damn day, don't we? Now, I'm half kidding, I think. I don't know. No, seriously. We wake up and feel like crap. First thing we do is think, why is this happening? What did I do? Why do I feel this way? I'm such a loser. I'm this, I'm that. Why don't I live in a bigger house? Why did Tom over there get this and I didn't? Why did someone get this promotion and I didn't? Why is the world out to get me? Why did my cat piss on the floor? Everything's just going wrong. But none of it's my fault. Blaming others is the key here. Feeling sorry for oneself, while at the same time thinking they've got it bad or they've got it wrong. Then after about 2 seconds, we realize that we're adults and we have responsibilities. We have work, we have families, we have bills. So that whole feeling sorry for oneself and blaming others really kind of goes to the back of our brain. And then we go about our day. We still feel like crap. We're still sad. We're still the everything else, right? But a lot of people don't have time for pity party. Some people don't give a shit. Some people don't have the opportunity for pity parties. And some know all about them, the ins, the outs, the in betweens. But what are they? The pity parties, really, internally. What's the thought process or the thing that set us off, that got us into this so called pity party? Did we actually wake up, and are we just upset at ourselves for something that we either had no control of that happened the day before, or that we had control of that we just screwed up with? There's also, you just wake up and you had a crazy dream, and that got it started. That got the cycle going. There are many different reasons why we wake up with a pity party. Then you have the pity party where you're in a public place and you see someone with a nice car, or you're in a store and they have really nice clothes, a really nice watch, and you're like, why can't I have that? Why can't I be that person? Maybe it's God's will that you're the way you are. Maybe it's the way you behave. There's a million different reasons why you don't have that nice watch, why you don't have that nice car, why you don't live in that $1 million house. Actually, $1 million house is like nothing now. So that's just like a regular 2-bedroom house these days. Anyhow, you don't have it. But maybe you have a smaller house with a small mortgage and a average priced car that you have paid off. What I'm getting at is, we don't know if that guy in that $100,000 Porsche, $300,000 Ferrari, and $100,000 Patek is wealthy or not. He could be in debt up to his eyeballs, but we're feeling we have that. I don't have that, and I deserve it. And this is someone else's problem. This is the way I grew up, or my parents didn't have enough money, or this or that, or this or that, or this or that. No, we're all allowed to have pity parties. We are. We're allowed to wake up in a shit mood. We're allowed to feel depressed. We're allowed to have crappy days. But at the end of the day, we woke up. We're blessed. We are able to look up or to hear and or be able to get out of the house. We're capable. We're able-bodied. We're able to do these things. There are some people that don't. There are some people that can't use the restroom on their own. There are some people that can never work, can never have a girlfriend, a boyfriend, can never live a normal life. And I'm not talking normal as get up and go to school, then get a job. I'm talking normal as in just being able to walk, get out of bed, walk to the bathroom. To that, they need, some people, they need help to do that because they have no function. So we start to have these pity parties, and I'll be the number one pity partier. I'm the pity party god. You know how Eminem says he's like the rap god? I'm the pity party god. That's how much I've pitied myself for so long. But you know what? I'm able to wake up every day. I'm able to go to work. I'm able to shower. I'm able to eat. I'm able to record these podcasts, and I'm doing it on my own. Over the years, over the years, I've grown wiser. My emotional maturity has grown. The way I look at things have grown. What I want in life has changed. When I was 18, I wanted all that $5 million houses. I wanted boats. I wanted vacation homes. I wanted $150,000 Pateks and Rolexes and everything around the sun. But I thought it also should have been given to me, that I didn't need to work for it. That's not the real world, though. The real world is you need to do something in life. You need to provide for yourself and others in one way or the other. It doesn't have to be economic or financial, but sitting there and thinking the world owes you, your family owes you, and everybody should do this for you. No. When you're a child, a guardian, a parent, whomever takes care of you. But once you get to a certain age, whether you still live at home or not, it's your responsibility to adult, to be an adult, to act in a particular kind of way. When you're 4 years old in the grocery store and you're whining because you can't have that toy or popsicle, that was mine, you're kind of looked at like you should be doing that because you're still a kid. But when you're 18 and yelling at your mom inside a Walmart because she's not getting you those oatmeal cookies, you may be having an issue. And a pity party. Don't forget a pity party. Why a pity party? Because you think that someone else owes you something. That's why. Whether it's true or not, you can, if you're able bodied and able to do things and act like a normal adult, you can transition from that pity party to, okay, I'm just having a shitty day and life sucks at this point. Which, let's not sugarcoat it. Let's not bullshit. Let's not bullshit the person that can't bullshit whatsoever. Life sucks sometimes, and that's fine. But trying to be dependent, and it took me so many years to figure this out on my own and with help, that people aren't there to be your servants. People aren't there to be at your beck and call day in, day out. It's okay to ask for assistance. It's okay to be given assistance. It's okay as long as you're trying. But if you're spending every day in a mood that someone owes me something, or I should have more money in the bank, I should have this supermodel or something like that, you're so out of touch of reality, it goes beyond a pity party at that point. It goes beyond, you're not rational. Looking inside yourself and figuring out why you tick the way you do and why you feel that someone owes you. If you can internalize and find out, not saying the root at this point, but if you can find a version, an idea of why you do this, that may help to get you started. And they can even become triggers of wanting something that you don't have. Maybe as a kid, you wanted a toy and you got one. And even with any behavior, you were still given that toy, and you were given a toy when you were acting bad to just shut you up. We're not talking about the whole parenting thing right now, about when you were younger and any ways like that. Just be happy with yourself. And if you're not, if you feel ugly, if you feel like the existence of your being is not straight, and what I mean by that is you're not clear-minded and able to think rationally and think in the normal rational process, get some help. And everybody needs help at times. But clearly, there's something emotionally wrong with you when you think everybody owes you something or you're jealous about every little thing. And being jealous is fine to a point. Like it's okay to be jealous for a second, but then try to realign, readjust, and think maybe their life isn't as good as you think it is from the outside. Like the whole saying, it's always greener on the other side. Many times it's not. Just because they have materialistic items or just because you think they're doing good doesn't necessarily mean they're doing good. Being an adult and being a more in tune adult and figuring things out is astonishing, really. Once you learn and you get to a certain point, things that you thought of at 22 don't really matter as much when you're 35. Like I mentioned, you grow older, you grow wiser, you grow more, you're more emotionally balanced. So you know a little bit more. You have a better idea about life. You've had more experiences. You're no longer a pup. And why is that important? So you have an idea of where you need to be, where you want to be, and where you currently are. Sometimes life is like an outhouse. It smells like shit, it feels like shit, and it is shit. However, not saying that the shit turns into fertilizer that turns into beautiful flowers that a cow eats and this whole circle of life thing. No, what I'm getting at is sometimes you just need a kick in the butt. I need that kick in the butt. And sometimes we need to be told when we're doing foolish things and saying foolish things. And when we're thinking foolish things, today will end. Your thought process of right now will change. It'll change in 15 minutes. If you go for a walk, if you go read, if you go watch TV, if you go play with your dog, your cat, your pig, your stuffed animal even. Once you stop thinking about a certain thing and stop feeling sorry for yourself, you'll feel a whole lot better. And people will like you a lot more. You'll have a better attitude internally and externally. And in the long run, you'll be better off. So just keep that in mind. Everything that I've talked about today, about pity partying and being jealous and all of that stuff, I've done for years. And it wasn't till semi recently that I figured out it's okay to just be me. And my number one priority these days is to be happy and to go through life with a better attitude. Reflect where you were, where you are, and where you want to go. That's all I'm saying. Don't hate another person for having things. You don't know their story. You only know your story. You only are able to worry about yourself and yourself alone. So wake up. You have a crappy day. Get in the shower. Go for a walk. You don't like the sum in your bank account? Try something new. Continue working harder and harder. Have those goals. If you're happy, if you're healthy, if you're able to provide for yourself and others, there's really no more that you should ask for. I mean, we can always ask, but what I mean is by being alive and being healthy on this planet is the most important. So I'm going to sign off here and just say, you guys are the best. Psychic out.
Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe and leave a comment. You can hear me on all major platforms and socials under the Mind of Psychic podcast. See you next time.